Welcome everybody to some getTekt Gaming. We have some interesting stories for you about some Shovel Knight 2. It's not called Shovel Knight, but Shovel Knight 2. We also have some other great indie games that will be coming out. Slain! Back from hell. I don't know why he's back from hell, but I'm sure he has good reason. Anyway, there's a lot of other titles that are coming out, these indie titles. So get ready for that. We have a lot more coming at you. Stay tuned. Welcome everybody to some more getTekt. Yes, it's getTekt. We're here again every week. Wednesday. We got the usual people. Mr. ISG Bazinga. I always point in the wrong freaking direction. Mr. Grimm over there. The usual
Wait,
people.
let me try and dodge you pointing.
We're going to begin with some gaming here, everybody, as normal.
Yep.
And as always, go over to the little card you'll see over there if you want to go check out science and technology instead of gaming. If you're more into that, go click that little card and go watch it over there. So,
When you're on YouTube.
yes, when you're on YouTube. Podcast listeners, you're going to hear it all.
Yes. All right.
So, one of the coolest things I have seen, which is definitely going to be a gift for somebody in the coming, not this holiday season, I'm talking about just a gift in general. Hyperkin's mechanical keyboard that's colored like a Super Nintendo. Now, granted, this is not the Famicom colors or the European Super Nintendo colors. These are strictly North American Super Nintendo colors that are this thing is distinctly designed of. Granted, I am skeptical. This is Hyperkin. These people make, obviously, they made the Retron 5, they've made the Superboy, they've made a whole bunch of cool products that allow us to enjoy some great retro games. How good they are going to make, how good is this keyboard going to be? We'll just have to see.
Yeah. It's cool looking. What's the quality of it, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting to see. I'm probably definitely going to get one. Just to have it. I don't know. It'll be a gift for somebody. But
Might be a good editing keyboard.
I just want to keep the damn box.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's got that NES feel to it, Super NES shit. But
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, it actually looks like the boxes, like if you've seen the controllers boxes that are coming out for the mini SNES, that's almost exactly what the boxes look like.
Oh, yeah.
For the newer controllers for the mini NES.
It's cool. It's a novelty.
Yeah. If it works really well, it'll be awesome. But we'll have to wait and see. So, more on some classic kind of retro gaming that's coming to, obviously, everybody knows that most of the Final Fantasies are on mobile now. Because they've pretty much rebuilt them to play with mobile, and they work really well because I own most of them. What do you call it? Someone Google Translate, Final Fantasy. He's calling it funky fantasy because they're translating now straight from the Japanese one, so the dialogue's almost perfect from the Japanese one. They're translating Final Fantasy 4, also known as Final Fantasy 2 in North America, which will be coming to Android very soon. And the project, it's funny because he's calling it funky fantasy because how bad the article goes on about how bad the translations were in the original game. It's because the dialogues are so different, and basically how Japanese pronounce things and describe things compared to English, it's very different. So it's a very hard task. It's not an easy task. But I am glad to see Final Fantasy IV coming. It's one of the favorite Final Fantasies coming to Android soon. Agent, Take-Two.
This is more of a joke, dude. Point that out. This is more of a joke.
What happened with Take-Two Interactive and Agent?
I can give you a quick example for it. Take about a minute.
What happened, Grim?
So basically about, I'm going to say roughly 10, 15, in between, because I'm not sure. When did they first reveal the PS3?
Oh, that was a while ago.
Say 10, 12 years ago.
They announced not that long ago, but it was long.
At least 10. It's
Well,
been at least 10 years.
They filed the trademark for Agent in 2013.
Yeah.
No, they've refiled it.
They
announced this game
in 2009.
Yeah,
yes,
2009.
they announced
E3.
it at the first press conference in 2009, and it just disappeared. And every couple of years, the trademark gets renewed. People keep saying the project's been abandoned, but they keep renewing the trademark. So
There's
the
some guy
question
in his basement slowly making this game.
The question is, are they really making the Agent, or are they just screwing with people?
It's one guy in a bunker somewhere
I linked this just as a joke because I thought it was kind of funny that they redid the trademark again, but there's no real info about it.
No, there's nothing now. No, there's not really. But we'll just have to see. So,
But it is hilarious.
But-
I would love a Rockstar agent game.
oh yeah,
Well,
that would be
basically-
awesome.
basically the
secret spy
premise of-
agent like 007 Rockstar game.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, man.
that's where you get it wrong. The premise wasn't 007.
No.
The premise was supposed to be international man of mystery, kind of like that, but set in the 70s. So it's supposed to have all that quirky 70s like spy stuff that you get.
Oh, that'd
Yeah,
be
that'd be
awesome. That would be awesome. One of the better news topics that I think is, well, it's important to me only because my favorite controller, everybody has their own preference. My favorite controller ever made is the PlayStation controller, and obviously I love the DualShock 4. That's the best controller out, my own opinion. It's not everybody's opinion, but it's my own opinion.
Yeah, you don't own a PlayStation.
No, but they still, yeah, but they still designed the best
Fanboy
controller.
denial.
They still designed the best controller, in my opinion. So more support for the DualShock controller. Granted, there didn't need to be a whole lot more support because with the dongle it actually works really well. But the fact that Steam is actively making an update to make sure this works right, I love it.
Yeah, definitely.
It doesn't bother me. I think both of them are excellent. The Xbox One controller is excellent. I kind of want to get an Elite controller.
I know. If they weren't so expensive,
Yeah.
I can't put myself to spend $150 on a controller.
Yeah. For me, it's really, I think they both make really good controllers. It's just the small little preference of mine. I like the DualShock controllers directly across from each other. I like the analogs right next to each other.
Oh yeah, no,
That's what I like.
'em.
I like them like that.
But I like the trigger buttons on the Xbox controller in comparison to the trigger buttons on the PlayStation controller.
Yeah.
But they're
If
both
we could
perfect.
take both of them and mash them up.
You can get customized actually PlayStation controllers with big triggers.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing with that Pro controller too. That's
Yeah.
coming out for the PlayStation.
So, Shenmue 3 footage due early in the new year. PC orders begin on Thursday.
Yes, I can't wait. That's
Yeah,
a game I'll play.
But hold back your excitement for now,
Yeah.
because so far we're one out of 3 bad games from Kickstarter from giant devs like well-known stars of the industry with the Mighty Number 9 bombing. So let's hope this game turns out good, and let's hope Bloodstain turns out good. Oh God, please let Bloodstain turn out good.
All right, really interesting actually about gaming news and Kickstarters. We don't have the article, but I just want to bring up a point. One of my favorite authors of all time. He is probably on the top 2 authors of my favorite, Neil Stephenson. I had no idea he made his own game a couple of years ago on a Kickstarter, but it completely failed. The problem was because if you actually read his book, sometimes he goes into like a character that makes a game or something, and it's really detailed, really well done. It's like, well, technology is not there. That's pretty much what he tried to do in his Kickstarter. He tried to make a game that was so detailed and so lifelike and so historically accurate. They couldn't do it. They ran out of money. Like he wanted so many things that going on in this game. Basically, it was just like it was too much, and he admitted that at the end. He was like, I wanted too much.
Well, I got something more depressing than that, dude. Did you know that there was a Kickstarter for a new General Chaos that failed?
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, it's very depressing.
I did not know that.
I think it was General Chaos Revenge, but I could be wrong.
I would like a mobile version of General Chaos. I know you wouldn't like that, but I would like a mobile
I
version.
just want a new General Chaos, dude. Like, come on.
So, another new game we're going to be expecting that we did play the beta of briefly, well, alpha, whatever you want to call it, For Honor, closed beta coming in January. Another one.
And we played in the alpha, right?
I think it was the alpha. Was it
Yeah,
the alpha
dude,
group?
I better get another invite, and yes, it was.
Yeah.
They changed a lot, huh?
Oh, they've been changing a lot, yeah. But
It's just improvements. Like, it's still going to play the same way it did before, just better.
yeah,
but
they improved the flow, they improved the balance. Obviously, they made sure they balanced some of the characters that were kind of broken, like that one character that swung just repeatedly.
You mean every single ninja?
Yeah.
Because every single ninja was broken as hell. And then also the Viking with the two-handed axe, because he could just run through your attacks and hit you with that shoulder tackle.
Yeah.
And that was easy pickings, because you'd hit the ground, and by the time you got up, you'd get hit by a power strike and lose like half your health.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, the guy I was using was almost impossible to use, because you had like half a second where you could defend. Like you had to time your blocks almost perfectly, or else they would just break your block because you don't actually defend. You parry the entire time with the Berserker. So that.
Oh yeah. I remember
So hopefully they balanced it. Other issues were like they had a level up system in the matches where you gain experience and unlock your perks, but the matches almost always ended before you even got to your second perk. So hopefully they've adjusted the match lengths in some way so that you can actually get that done. I never reached the fourth perk before a match would end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was
No.
definitely.
So-
Other than that, though, the game is sweet. I cannot wait to play that game some more.
So there's also 3 new heroes was provided with this new. Is going to be.
Ooh,
provided.
I did not know about that. Where's this goddamn
the
article?
Samurai Shungai, the Viking Warlord, and the Knight Peacekeeper.
I'm gonna guess you got the samurai name wrong.
Shigoki.
Shigoki, whatever you're going to call it.
I can't find the damn article.
So, yeah, and there's a small trailer if we want to play those to anybody.
Oh, dude, thank you for finding that. I just found that you have an article about Dragon Quest, and it just
Blood.
I
made my
do,
whole day.
because I play those on mobile.
You're not getting Dragon Quest 11 on mobile.
Look at that.
Fanboy.
What happened to the blood and gore?
Oh, it's coming.
Oh, it's this. So everybody watching the podcast, if you want to go check out this trailer, if you just search For Honor 2017 beta coming, you'll find this article. It definitely is an impressive looking game as far as graphically wise.
Why did they give it a story trailer? No one cares about the story in that game.
Yeah,
I wanna
it's
play
basically a multiplayer game.
I want,
isn't it?
but I want to play a story mode. It'd be cool to go through a story mode in this game.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having it, but don't be promoting the game with the story. No one cares. Promote the multiplayer. Get out on Twitch, get out on Twitter, and just show it off and get people playing it, because that's your bread and butter. That's what makes that game awesome, is how good the multiplayer is.
Well, there isn't going to be no story mode, is there?
There's a
Is
story
there
mode,
a-
but I've heard the story mode is going to be...
There's 3 storylines you can play through.
Is
With
it
the-
I've heard
campaign?
the story
Yeah.
is a secondary thought.
There's 3
That's
of them.
what
That's
the
what these
leaks
3
on NeoGAF say that.
These are these 3 trailers are for each character in the storyline.
Oh, that's cool.
You can pick.
See, I like campaigns.
So yeah, if you could do co-op, that would be
Shigoki
awesome.
isn't that guy's
Oh,
name.
yeah.
I would be freaking.
Shigoki, yeah.
Yeah, Shigoki.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah.
Okay, so they use a staff. I'm just trying to give a... So the new samurai guy uses the staff as his weapon. Let me see what the warlord guys... Oh, all right. See, I was looking for... So the Viking guy uses a shield, which is what I was looking for, a shield-based guy. That didn't use a mace, because the maces were really freaking annoying. Like, I did not like that guy, but this guy apparently uses a sword and shield, which is exactly what I want. And the Knight Peacekeeper uses... Let's see, a short sword in one hand and a dagger in the other. So they're more like assassins.
Yeah,
Right.
they are an assassin pretty much.
Like,
yeah.
my thing about that game was I love using sword and board in most games, but I did not like that stupid mace on that guy.
Oh.
The only guy that had a shield in that beta. So I'm excited that there's going to be a dude with a shield. Plus, it reminds me of like Rangar from freaking Vikings.
Oh yeah.
Now, this is one of those games that John's always talking about where he goes, why does this one actually have audio? Go away. Where it always goes, this is what would happen if indie dev had a big development behind them.
Yeah.
Like, we played Chivalry, and it's fun, but it's more of an indie game,
Yeah.
Chivalry. This is like the next step.
Yeah, it's very quirky. Chivalry's got like, you feel like the combat's not always right. Like oh, I know I hit that dude,
Right.
but like,
Yeah.
I have to say, for Agatha.
yeah. And
What's
that's
Agatha? Who's Agatha again? It's like, because it's basically an online game, so you're like, you don't exactly know the story, so you're like, Agatha.
Yeah.
Who is that? My mother? You know.
And also, I'm not trashing on Chivalry because
No,
that game
Chivalry's
is
a good
like
game.
that game's like 24 players on per team or something.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
understand why it's so big.
Mhm.
I just think that this game, because it's a AAA developer, it's smoother. The combat is really deep. Oh man, holy crap! I'm watching this trailer right now, and this guy with the sword and board is exactly the kind of guy I want to use. Oh, dude, that is going to be so dope. I can't wait to play it.
Another game. So everybody knows the game Splatoon, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody knows the Grand Theft Auto, right?
Yes.
Grand Theft Splatoon.
Yes. So there's a new mode in Grand Theft Auto 5 called Turf Wars, and it resembles a lot of Splatoon.
So
with the
basically,
colors.
what do you take over parts of the map or something?
Yeah, and it changes the color.
That's cool.
It's not just through driving, right?
I'm sure there's things you have to do and whatnot. I'm sure part of it is driving and stealing cars and taking control of a certain amount of stuff. But we're definitely gonna check this out.
But it's part of the new import export update, which looks freaking amazing, and that's what comes up on our next topic.
Yes.
So we're gonna start playing Grand Theft Auto again, me and Q. We've re-downloaded it.
Yes.
Hopefully it should play right.
Yeah.
I had bandwidth issues before on my old PC, but I've got a new powerhouse
PC
running. So this like it's gonna be a while till we get to this part of the game online because we have to level and get a lot of money. We have to get up there to be able to play these parts. But it's really cool. You're stealing like high-end cars and stuff, and like to steal those cars, they let you use that car. It's basically a ramp, and you drive other car back, like the guys chasing you, and they go flying over you.
Oh, nice.
Because that's just a you know. So that looks really cool. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out of this update. Here's a little trailer here. But yeah. I really like Grand Theft Auto. It's just I just need more friends that play it because when you play it online, if you don't know the people, it's just not as fun.
Yeah, Grim, you need to get Grand Theft Auto online. It's really cheap.
I don't know, dude.
It's $30.
I would, but I'm not into the idea of playing stuff that involves just stealing cars and stuff. Like I want to play the go out and look for other people, catch them robbing a bank and kill them, take their money, stuff like that. That's more. I'm more into that open world feel of you can get got anytime than I am with the whole...
You're still open world playing in the mission.
Yeah, you're still completely open world.
It's AI chasing you and stuff, not real people. Well, there's actually new game modes that other people are chasing you too.
Yeah, and it's crazy, especially if you end up.
Oh man!
Especially if you end up in a server like me and Bazinga did one time. We had this guy who hacked the server, and airplanes were falling out of the sky randomly.
Yeah, that was bad.
We were like, "What's going on here?"
That was real bad. That was awesome. But yeah, I can't wait to play. It's gonna be fun.
So, what do you call it? Sundred new trailer details from. I can't talk today.
What the heck is Sundering?
Sundred. With no audio. There we go.
Let's take a look at what.
It actually looks pretty cool. It actually is more in the style of, I guess, it is Shovel Knight-ish, but it's more of a, I guess, survival. And insanity.
Wait, is this the prequel or not? This ain't the prequel, is it?
No. But it definitely looks like I could really play this game. I love these old style platformers, running around. Like it reminds me a lot of Ninja Gaiden in a way, the way it plays. Which
but
is
very artsy.
Artsy. Old school Ninja Gaiden. But I mean, if a Ninja Gaiden was made nowadays with side scroller instead of 3D, this would probably what it looks like.
All right, hold up, because you got this is not in there, and this was actually announced today, so we should probably throw this in there.
All right, just throw it in.
Because you just mentioned Shovel Knight anyway, and they just announced the Shovel Knight prequel.
Yeah.
Where you basically play as the knights that are putting together the knights from the first game as they gather, or at least one of them, and you're gathering the order that he ends up fighting in the first game. Yeah. It's kind of cool. It gets me excited because I've always wanted to play the reverse of Mega Man, like where you play as like Dr. Wily, like Cutsman. And you go out and gather the other robots to take over the world before the Mega Man shows up. And that's what this is. You're playing the lead knight, going out and gathering the other knights so that you can take over and do all this evil stuff before Shovel Knight shows up. And it's cool. I've never played Shovel Knight. So you know what I mean? You play as the guys from the first game, the bad guys.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's a nice twist.
Yeah, and it'll probably be. I'm hoping it's going to be another free download. If it's not, it'll be really cheap. Because
it won't be a free download. It's actual Shovel Knight 2, but it's called Spectre of Torment or something like that.
Yeah, well, you know their whole last game was completely free. And what do you call it? Just to say to the fans, thanks for buying Shovel Knight, their last game.
Yeah, but they won't make this one free because they want you to buy Shovel Knight 2, which is this.
Yeah.
So they had a second.
They had one where I forget what it was called, but it was another character that was in Shovel Knight, except you played as he was like a wizard.
Yeah, it was a download or something.
Yeah, it was a completely full game. But if you own Shovel Knight 1 already, it was pretty much a thank you for buying it. Here, you can have this whole game free.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, wait a minute. In this article, it says, why make free expansion? So maybe this is free.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. You know why
No.
you make free expansions? Because that's how you become CD Projekt Red.
No, these guys are good. What do you call it? The game is pretty much flawless. There's not too many bugs with this game at all. When I played Shovel Knight, it was like really well done.
You build a fan base that loves you because of how you treat them, like CD Projekt Red, and then you start making bank off of all of your games.
Yeah, we should probably actually do a playthrough. Maybe we can talk about that.
I've never played Shovel Knight, so
if you
maybe
guys
we
want to
could
see a
do
playthrough of the new Shovel Knight, let us know and we will do it.
Dude, maybe we should do the old one because I've never played it. It'd be like Grimm's first time kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, Dragon Quest 11.
Oh,
I know Grimm's been waiting for this one.
I've been waiting too long for this one. I've been waiting since PS2 for this one.
Oh, look at that. On mobile only.
Nice try, dude. I know what's coming out. I've seen the videos. I have the videos saved because I like to watch them.
So it's not coming for another year, people. But
At least.
The fact it's announced, though, we know they're making it. And all these games have stuck to their distinct. They have stuck to such a platform and way they make these games, which is great. I like that about companies when they do things like that. A lot of people don't like it; they want change, but they keep Dragon Quest the same. It's nice.
Well, my thing is the reason why I'm so psyched for this one is because this one looks like Dragon Quest VIII, which people have heard me talk about multiple times during my streaming, that Dragon Quest VIII is probably my favorite RPG of the PlayStation 2 era, and pretty much in general, it's one of my top 5 at least. And
yeah, the mobile, they did a great job putting that onto mobile too, Dragon Quest VIII.
Yeah, this game literally looks like Dragon Quest VIII, and that's why I'm so psyched. I'm actually going to throw up a gameplay video right now because there's not much footage. But the thing about Dragon Quest is they've managed to make it look just like any new RPG. So it looks beautiful, like a new age RPG, full 3D, but it still feels like you're playing one of those old school Super Nintendo RPGs, and that's what makes it so goddamn good. Everyone else is trying to figure out a way to keep their RPGs relevant, and I'm just like, why don't you just make your game? Stop copying other people and just make your game.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. People need to stick to what they know and do it well.
Where's my fully 3D Final Fantasy that plays like this? Everybody would buy it.
Oh, yeah, I would. Yeah, I would be running to the store. There was a Final Fantasy made in this style again.
It's going to have a turn-based combat system. It's going to play just like 8, and it's not going to have it. No one's going to complain. People are going to be happy about it.
So, another side-scroller that kind of reminds you a little of Castlevania-ish. Slain! Back from hell!
Looks like a rock.
Or not!
Or not! So, Slain, what do you call it? Back from hell has a lot going for it in the first glances.
I don't know. I mean, if you read the name, it says Slain Back from Hell. That says to me the dude got his ass kicked and got sent to hell in the first place. He doesn't have a lot going for him.
Hey, Jason went to hell too. He came back.
Yeah, but Jason came back in 2 bad movies. So how do we know? This guy might be coming back in a bad game.
I don't know. It just reminds me of the style of Castlevania. So
yeah, it looks cool, dude.
And the fact that the side scroller Castlevania-ish game, and there hasn't been one since. Actually, no, there was one on Steam, which actually wasn't too bad. A Castlevania that was side scroller. It was just too short, but it was a good game. So this game's gonna be coming out soon. What's the release date? I just had it.
Dude, have you played Mother Russia's Bleeding yet?
No.
Of course not. You don't have a PS4, but you do, Bazinga. And you like all these side-scrolling action games. Look up Mother Russia's Bleeding. It's like Streets of Rage, dark.
I haven't turned my PlayStation 4 on in months.
This game looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't wait.
Find the date?
I can't. I don't think the date's on that article.
Oh, okay.
But it is coming out soon. We'll have the date for you, and hopefully in the link. So another big update was actually happened yesterday, day before. Yesterday.
Pain in the butt because we couldn't play.
Yeah, we were about to stream. We had to do this update. Battlefield, huge update, new map, some balancing to the game, which is good, was done. And one of the biggest things, the crossbow that shoots grenades.
That was that in World War One.
No.
Exist. Come
I
on.
don't know.
I thought this was supposed to be
Not to
kind
that
of.
degree.
I thought this was supposed to be realistic.
Well, dude,
Done. Game over.
I found out something the other day that made, like, I was looking into buying it, but then it completely turned me off from buying it. And you're
What?
going to think it's stupid, but the minute I found out that you don't, just like Battlefront, you don't climb into vehicles, you just kind of get to like an icon and fly off. Or
Oh,
you
no.
spawn in them.
Well, with the airplanes, you do because they're usually in the air.
Yeah.
But like when there's tanks and stuff, there's a whole climbing animation.
Yeah, but you have to, but you spawn in them, and if no one spawns in them, you won't have one. You can run up and like get in one that's been out there, but they're not on the field when the map begins.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's how all the battlefields have been, though.
yeah,
Oh,
but no, that's how all the newer ones have been, and I don't like that. They weren't like that before, Nate. You cannot say they weren't.
You can do both. If you spawn into the main spawn point, you can walk up to the tank and get it.
Yeah, the same thing with the planes.
Yeah.
If no one spawned into it, you can run up to it and grab it.
So the plane, no, because everything I've read that the vehicle, the planes and stuff are not on the ground, and you spawn in them.
I've gotten into them. I know I've gotten into the tanks. I've never tried. I always try to get into the planes after they're in the air.
I've never really tried flying it in this game.
Yeah.
So you haven't even.
It's
so
hard.
no, so when you load up, do you see planes everywhere on the ground like in the old ones that you could just run up to and get in?
I've seen a bunch of tanks everywhere.
Well, that's because
I've never
people are
looked
being
for the
killed in
planes.
Tanks and horses and trains and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
But have you ever seen a crossbow grenade?
That shoots grenades.
No, because that.
I want to know if this is
explosive
real.
arrows
That's
that-
a good question. Is this a real thing? Did someone? I can see a soldier rigging something like this up. Might have blown himself up doing it, but I can see someone rigging this. Tony, what do you think?
I don't know, man.
You think a guy rigging this thing was something really from World War One?
Yeah, if you want to put a stretch, yeah, sure. When you consider the
crossbow
size
grenade
of
launcher.
grenade, when you consider the size of grenades back then, yeah, that's totally possible.
And if your commander
Realize
had
World War II? Or
Yeah,
World War
World
I?
War
World War I.
Well, the Germans had good ones because they had the long handles on them.
yeah,
But
yeah.
they were still too big to shoot an arrow with.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That thing looks like it weighs like 60 pounds.
I know.
Imagine if your commander handed you this. Here you go, soldier.
Yeah,
I need you to shoot it over that wall.
Why not just shoot myself in the head and they can have my gear?
Yeah. Take this weapon.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Look at it, man. Golly, was that a piece of stock metal? Look at the size of that thing. I'm surprised it doesn't have somebody driving it. Look at it.
It is huge. I can. Well, you're like this and be like,
It's huge, man.
how am I gonna shoot this
And
thing?
you need like what the Romans had the gears
Yeah.
with the ropes and
Yeah,
stuff.
look how thick that.
Yeah, man.
What are you gonna do?
It's definitely gonna be a good heavy weight, but it's probably the normal size. That we can't tell what size it is. In the
But-
It looks like a rifle has been refitted
Yeah.
with the bow part. And that's like what is that, a bottle of champagne? Is that supposed to be the grenade?
That's a grenade in a cup.
Golly.
Gotta look this up and see if that's like a real thing.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody tried it. There's a lot of strange stuff that came out of war, a lot of inventions.
Yeah.
It didn't really work.
Quick mock-ups just to
Yeah.
save yourself. Yeah.
Oh man. I don't know. It could have been something that's added for fun. I mean, we don't know if it was real.
Oh, who knows? Maybe.
Or somebody heard some old war
For all
story.
we know, it could have been like a secret weapon or something.
Yeah, or there was some like old guy telling a war story. Oh, we rigged up a crossbow grenade once, and we did
Well,
this.
I'll be damned.
What?
It's bullshit.
What?
No, all right. Basically, Battlefield it existed, but not in that form. It existed in a massive crossbow,
Well, yeah, that's different.
like
though.
like huge, as in like you need 3 men to work it.
What did I say?
Yeah.
And now they're just putting it on this mini thing to pretend that it existed, but it didn't really exist
yeah.
because it was more like a giant slingshot that threw a freaking grenade.
Oh man, I would not.
A trebuchet.
I would not want to be the one trying to wield that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can have fun all you want.
Crazy.
At least
I'm
that's what
not
these
getting
pictures
near it.
look like. So no, yeah, that's the. Oh shit! It fell. It fell off.
Yeah, okay, run the other way then.
Look at that right there.
Crossbow grenades.
Oh my god.
You know, it's an innovation. It's a thought. You know how to
Yeah.
how to get the
How do
grenade
we
to
get
go
these
further.
grenades over there real fast?
How do we get them over there, man, so that they can't throw them back?
Well, first they came up with force someone to run over there with it, and then that didn't work.
Wasn't it World War One where they started strapping bombs to dogs?
They did it in World War One and World War Two.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
They didn't pay to be Rover that day. Let me tell you.
Oh god. No. They would actually in World War Two they'd have them run underneath the tanks and blow up.
Actually, that's where they got the idea for Scooby Doo. Oh no!
Raggy.
Oh man. Okay.
Run, Raggy. I have grenade tooth strapped to butt.
Ruh-roh.
So we have a glimpse at what the new Universal theme park, Mario, Nintendo, Luigi, Yoshi theme park is going to look like.
Super Nintendo.
And where's that gonna be?
This particular one's in Japan.
Okay.
But if this is
Does Disney have anything in Japan?
They probably do.
Is there a Disney Japan?
Yeah,
I
well,
think there's
that's
a Hong Kong one. I'm not sure.
that's the Japanese version. Actually, I remember. Let me find the article because I'm pretty sure they're talking about the Japanese version of the thing.
Yeah, they're gonna call theirs in Japan Super Nintendo World,
Yeah.
which that's their image. This is what
They
what they're showing us that it may look like.
Dude, works for me. I'll be all over that.
that looks like
That
Super
would-
Mario
I would-
World.
Yeah, that is freaking awesome. That Bowser's Castle right there. Oh,
They need blow up Goombas that you can step on.
they're
It's
gonna
like,
sell.
pay $5 to get a picture of you crushing
They're
a
gonna
Goomba.
sell. You know, they're gonna sell up, wind up bombs.
Yeah. Now we just need a new Renaissance fair based around Hyrule.
That would be neat. That would be really neat.
Now we just need that.
Forget that. I want the double dragon experience. I want to walk into a park and some guy walks up and punches my girl in the gut, and then I have to fight my way through it.
Oh my god.
And the music kicks in, and I'm just like
50 ways to leave your
hopping
lover.
back and forth. I walk like 10 feet, and the guy's like, "Here's a card," and I read the card. It's like, "You learn headbutt," and I can start headbutting people.
Yes. Oh man. That was horrible.
And our last topic
For
for
the
tonight, for the game.
For gaming, the show's not over yet anyway, so don't leave, please.
Technical difficulty has slowed us down.
Yeah, so Hitman's next exclusive targets are Harry and Marv from
Dude,
Home
this
Alone.
one's dope. This is dope as hell.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's not exactly Home Alone stuff, but it'd be cool if it was. But yeah, two of the characters from Home Alone, the two thieves are
All right.
in this. They have different last names to protect the innocent.
You know that
But-
game that.
But yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I wish you were going into like the house.
Oh yeah, the actual house, and
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
You know that
In like
game that
in Hitman, there's a lot of
Basically,
parts
I'm
where you go and
the new
like,
exclusive
hit things to
hunts
let go of
they're
traps.
adding are the two dudes from Home Alone.
his mic is still on. He doesn't even know it.
My girlfriend wants me to buy the game now so she can go hunt down those two.
Your mic wasn't shut off. We heard everything.
Oh man, I had it off, but the thing's broken.
Yeah. So so there's like chandeliers you can go and hit a thing. So when the guys walk in, it kills your target. So it'd be cool if they had the house and that. That would have been.
I
really
would,
neat.
yeah, that would be awesome. Just do it, just nostalgia. That'd be
Yeah. But you do probably have to take out those two guys.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty neat.
Wonder what they did to cause a hit on him,
I don't know.
or did the what do you call it, Kevin become older and finally go, you know what, I want those guys dead.
No, that's not because Kevin was actually killed in Spy Hard, starring Leslie Nielsen.
Okay.
No, they literally do a parody of the movie of
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
and then the kid gets shot because that would never work against real criminals.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I remember that movie.
Wow, I don't remember that, but I'm
It was
sure It's in
hilarious.
there. I'm sure it's in there. I just.
But didn't they
Leslie
actually?
Nielsen, man, great
But
movies.
wasn't there a show not that long ago with Macaulay Culkin in it, and his character? They said his character was actually based off of his name was Kevin, whatever, and he was supposed to be him like 30 years later, or whatever, like 20 years later.
What, driving a taxi?
Yeah.
No, that was like a online YouTube type thing.
Yeah, but wasn't it supposed to be Kevin like? 20
Yeah,
years
it was
later?
him when he was driving taxi.
it was
He's
him later. Yeah.
Man, you know what it's like to be left alone.
Yeah.
He looked looks awful.
Oh yeah.
He's like, oh,
He looks pretty bad.
Yeah, he's been in rough shape.
yeah. But all right. Thank you everybody for watching the Get Tech Gaming portion of the episode.
Make sure tune in, hit subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Shoot it nowadays, and it's just a guy walking slowly towards the camera, like I said.
Just like in regular movies, like when there's an explosion, it's showing everybody walking away from the explosion real cool.
Yeah.
It's like you're seeing it all the time, and it's like all used up already.
Yeah, it's just the most uncreative,
Yeah, it's
uncreative
dumb.
bullcrap ever.
Right.